Welcome back, guys. We are in the shop right now. So first thing that we're going to be doing today, it's first of all very loud here because there's a lot of traffic, but it is later on in the day. It's like 10 o'clock right now, so it's not supposed to be very nice today. It's supposed to actually have severe thunderstorms this afternoon with a hail warning and high winds. So we're not going to be haying, obviously. We're just going to be working on some equipment. So we've got the John Deere rake over here. We've got some new tines for that. It's missing quite a few. I think it's missing more than 10. I think 12. I think it's missing 12. So we're going to put those on. We're actually going to change over the whole tine system on it. So I'll explain that when we go over there. Brent is across the road getting some parts we need for that right now. If you are new here, thank you so much for watching. I'm Taylor and I work on a dairy farm in Maine. And I just make videos about that. Me and my boss Brent, we do all the haying and all the milking. His brother helps out when he can, but other than that, it's just him and I on a 70 cow dairy farm. So we are very busy, but if you enjoy watching this kind of videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button because that does help us out. And we'd love to have you guys join us. So basically, we're just waiting for him to come back so we can get to work on that. It's a little bit nicer today. It is supposed to be still almost 90, I think. It doesn't feel very warm right now because there is a nice breeze and the sun has kind of gone away, but not bad working weather. A lot better than it has been, I will say that much. We've had some really terrible humidity lately. Today isn't great, but it's better. Hopefully, if we do get that storm, which I mean, I'm not hoping we get a terrible storm, but if we do, it'd probably drop the humidity down a lot, and that would be nice. Also, if you're new here, you're going to figure out that I like to talk, so hopefully that's not a problem. I got the bolts and the lock washers. So these aftermarket, these are original ones right here, original John Deere tines. And these are aftermarket Tractor Supply, right? The aftermarket ones? Yeah. And they don't last 2 seconds. Like you can see how much stronger the original one is than that one. And they keep falling off, so we're switching them over to regular tines.
Okay, see if one of your bolts will go through. What?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it will. Okay, good. So, here's the nuts and bolts. Yeah.
Probably didn't need grade 8, but they were the same, pretty close to the same price.
We don't even know.
As the other ones.
That goes on the end.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's going to be just...
Could be a little shorter.
Could be a little shorter, but I guess it'll be alright.
Well, as long as it goes by those rakers.
Need a tine.
Is it gonna?
Oh yeah. It's on
it's on this side of it.
So.
But those ones aren't. So if you have one here, is that gonna be too close?
I don't know.
I guess it never goes down that far, so shouldn't be an issue.
No, shouldn't be an issue. Okay, where are we?
Right there.
Right here.
So I need a lock washer.
No, you need a flower.
Yeah. Okay. And a nut.
There's a ratchet handle right
That
here.
ain't right.
Yeah, what do you mean?
That nut is not fit on there.
Oh, that's a 1/4 inch. Shoot, let me go see if I got it.
I'll go look. Okay, so.
Oh, right here.
What's this right here?
Right here, there's a whole bunch of them. Taylor.
Yeah, I got one right here.
12.
Not going to be replacing them all today, just the 12 that are missing off of it. And then as they keep going missing, we've got bolts and we'll get some more tines to replace the rest.
I'll put the nut through the lock washers. How's that?
Okay.
So let's try this and see. Now you probably need a deep socket.
Alright.
Try that.
I don't think it's going to work. Or... wrong way. Is that really like straight?
Yeah, it's just they're different because oh, I gotta hold it in my. Maybe. Hold it. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Good. There's one.
Try to like make it go and see if it hits anywhere. Oh, that should work fine.
So there's one. Another one.
So these are actually the little clips that go on the new idea.
Yeah, I guess they're smaller than they used to be years ago, but they work.
Yeah,
So.
because
All right, we need a
went to the dealership the other day.
bolt.
They've changed them.
So take a washer, go through there. Time. Go this direction, right?
Once they're all yellow, it'll look kind of cool because it'll be John Deere colors.
This is
Not
flat
quite.
washer. And the nut is. No.
I need a lock washer and a nut.
Nice to have some new bolts.
Huh?
It's nice to do something with new bolts that you can turn on.
Easy. Boy, that sun's hot already.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Perfect. Here's two. Okay, good. Hey, this maybe we should use that little handle there.
Oh yeah. Should be using that. We're out here using the hand one. Country bumpkin. I thought it was 1/2 inch. Yeah, that's 1/2 inch. That'll work though.
Washer, lock,
Here,
washer.
here. Well, I can't even fit in there.
Did you see that?
What happened?
Something stung me, wicked.
Ah. Boy, they got you right on your ear. Jeez.
Where's my 1/2 inch wrench?
I don't know, you threw it. Your thing's right. Your ratchet is right there. Summer, you gotta love it.
Want to try it again? They don't have a nest.
I don't know. That's what I was looking for. If they have a nest on the rake itself. I don't know how they would. We've used it. How would they ever?
Want to try it again?
No. There, he's still there. See?
Oh, they're inside that tube.
You're kidding.
See him?
Let me see.
They're inside that tubing.
Yep. They're not happy about us being over there, that's for sure.
Look at them all.
They built a nest right inside that middle tube. Brent is going to get some spray for that right now. I don't know what kind of wasps they are, but they're nasty looking little things. And they stung Brent at least twice. They got him on his back and then by his ear. They didn't get me. I don't think I was standing close enough, but I ran. Yeah? What?
What?
You got something? What is that?
There's a little bit of fly spray in it from.
Will that kill him?
I don't know, find out.
Let's just make him really mad.
I don't think they can get out.
So let's hope they die in there. I like animals, but bugs? No. Don't get yourself stung even more. Here, you want me to pump it? you're ready to run.
Hey, son of a bitch. See what it does?
Well, they came out.
Kill him?
You must be terrified of wasps.
Oh, I don't like insects.
Language, guys. Sorry for the language.
Look at him.
Yep. Eesh. There's a lot of them in there. They look like they like it.
The only way they can get out is there's a hole on the other side too. So if you and I spray it from...
We gotta see what... I don't even think it's doing anything to him. Yeah, you're gonna have to pick up some real hornet stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we won't be finishing that job today. Alright, so since we obviously can't finish that today, we've got to get some wasp stuff. We're going to be hauling a load of bales from the same field we hauled last time. I probably won't film much of that because I'm sure you guys are probably sick of seeing that. So we've got to back up to the bale trailer. Has one of those hitches that it like pulls out, and then you can hook it up and then back up and it'll dog back in, so it's really convenient. It won't pull out that far though. I'm not even anywhere close. That was bad. Just ignore that, guys. Okay. So you just lift up on this and push it ahead. Oh, too much. Just gotta pull it back a little bit. Well, no happy medium here. Now I just gotta back up and it'll click back down in. Farm trucks, they're always dirty, got candy bar wrappers, and really low on fuel. Figured while I was driving was a good time to answer some questions that you guys had. So a lot of you guys have been asking how far away our farthest fields are and how far away the heifer barn is and just stuff like that. The heifer barn, I'm really terrible at like distance, but it can't be any more than 3/4 of a mile, I wouldn't say. I would think it's like half a mile, but I'm not, like I said, I'm terrible with distances, so I would say half a mile. It's not very far, it's just up the road a ways. And the farthest fields that we have away, this one that we're going to right now is the farthest one that we do. It's close between two. There's two that are equally distant, I think, but opposite directions. So this one is, I would say, about 2 miles away, maybe 2.5 miles away. And the other one is probably really close to the same, 2.5 to 3 miles away. So not terribly far for as far as some people drive to get feed. We're really lucky in that all of our fields are right around us. The two fields that are that far away are not Brent's. They're just ones that he does for friends or just, you know, people who ask him to do those fields. The rest of them are like right around. We have one that's probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles away, but that also is not Brent's. Brent's land is all right around him, and that's pretty much all that we do. He has quite a lot of land. So another question a lot of you guys have been asking is why we don't pasture the calves. So we did pasture our calves for a really long time, and we kept having troubles with them getting extremely sick. So what they were getting was a parasite. I always forget what it's called, and I don't really forget what it's called. I always forget how to pronounce it. I think it's like coccidiosis or something like that. I don't know. Only calves can get it. I don't think they can get it past a certain age. Like cows can't get it, so only the younger animals would get it. So we always pastured them, and we kept having problems with that. The vet finally told us that honestly, it just really isn't worth it to be pasturing calves or cows under a certain age, because they're just gonna get it, and if you keep having troubles with it, it's just gonna keep coming back. So he said we're better off just to not let them out on pasture until they get like, you know, breeding age, a year old or so, we know that they're not susceptible to that parasite anymore. So that's what we've just been doing for the last couple years, I think, anyway, is not letting them out onto pasture. Although it seems kind of, you know, not cruel, but it seems like you could be letting them in. We're gonna spin here. It seems kind of mean to be keeping them in, but actually it's a lot better for them. So that is why we don't pasture our calves anymore, or younger cows. Safer for everybody if we don't. I gotta get down. So it has been 2 days, guys, and we are finally out in a field. We're doing our first field of second crop. It looks pretty good. This is actually the field that we did, if you remember last, actually, shut the tractor off so you can actually hear me. There we go, that's better. So I think it was 2 years ago, actually, maybe? I don't know, you guys will have to let me know if that was 2 years ago or not. It seems like it was not that long ago, but sometime in the fall, we spread manure on this. We did this little experiment where we put seed in a manure spreader and spread it out that way. We just layered it, like put a 5-gallon bucket of seed on one bucket load, and then we would put another bucket load of manure in, and then we put another 5-gallon pail of seed on top of that. So it was a clover and grass mix, and it did extremely well. It's kind of patchy, obviously, because the way we did it was not very normal. And you don't usually put it in manure spreader. You either use a no-till seed drill, or you plow up the land and seed it that way, obviously. But the way that we did it actually honestly worked pretty well, considering you don't have to go out and buy a seed drill or borrow one or rent one off somebody. I would recommend it if you're going to do a cheap seed. I definitely wouldn't buy a really expensive seed. I would just assume that probably a portion of it doesn't germinate because it's not actually in the ground. But if you were just using a cheap seed with second crop or an additive or something, I think it worked out really well, honestly. So this light colored stuff is the grass that we spread. You can see there's some darker, taller stuff over there, and then you can see the lighter stuff in between. The lighter stuff is the new stuff. There's actually a lot of it over here. And then you can see the red clover in between there. It actually filled in quite a lot. The first crop that we got off in this, you could tell it was there, but it wasn't really impressive. As it keeps growing back, it's spreading more and more. So I just keep getting more and more impressed with how that actually worked. But anyway, we really do need to get this field done. It takes about a little under 2 hours, I think. Probably an hour and 45 minutes to do this whole thing. Brent just brought me a sandwich. He brought me a breakfast sandwich, and this is actually milk. It says it's water, but it's actually milk. Supporting the trade. See? And it's a good thing he told me, because if I hadn't told me that it was milk and I thought it was water, if I had just taken a drink of it, it would have been a little bit of a shock. Texture would have been way off and I probably would have spit it out. So I'm happy to get back into the field. We've made 3 passes already. It's not terribly thick, but it is decent, and we do need to get a jump start on it. If we get this done pretty early today, it's 10 o'clock right now, and give it a chance to dry. It's pretty hot and there's a good breeze. There's a chance that we might be able to get it as dry hay tomorrow, but I'm not gonna bet on it because we've had a lot of dew lately, and that really slows down the drying process. Obviously, it's just like the next day, you have to start all over again. So it might be in that point of the year already where you can't make dry hay anymore because there's just too much of a dew and it really doesn't get hot enough. The humidity is almost completely gone, which is very nice. It's supposed to be, I'm thinking, the 80s today, but it just feels really, really nice to finally have that humidity gone. The cows are all out to pasture right now. Like I said, it's only 10 o'clock, so they might head up a little bit later, but they're enjoying the cool weather. I love this spot right here because you got the shade from the trees, and then you've got the lake over there looking real pretty. Everything's still really green, but I'm assuming it's not going to be long and those leaves are going to be turning. It's beautiful when that happens, but it's also kind of depressing because it's like, you know what's coming next. It's all a cycle and it starts all over again, and pretty soon we'll be excited for spring. So I did just want to take you guys along with us and get some good shots of mowing. I said us again. Me and the tractor, I don't know. So we did actually finish working on the rake. We got some hornet spray and we sprayed that really good. I think we used a whole can on that rake. Brent really wanted them to die. And then we let it sit for the rest of the day, and then we went out the next day and finished putting those tines on, so that's all ready to go. We really wanted to fix that before we get out in this field because we're both going to be raking this field, and that rake had been missing a lot of grass, so we wanted to make sure we got it so it's picking up everything because we need all we can possibly get. We're not going to have an overabundance of hay this year. We also missed that terrible storm that we were supposed to get. It honestly just rained really hard, and I guess there was a few rumbles of thunder. I didn't hear anything, but everybody said that there was a few rumbles of thunder, but nothing too close. But we missed the hail and whatever violent storms we were supposed to have. We didn't even get any wind, I don't think. But yeah, I've got to get eating, and then we'll get out there and start mowing. I don't have cup holders on this thing, but I can eat it. something's wrong. Something happened to the mowing machine and it just missed a whole strip of land. Started sounding really awful. I don't know what. Of course, it's got a shroud on it so you can't see the belts. I can see them and they look all right. Let's try to turn it. Oh, Lord. Well, that's not right, because it's not supposed to spin that easy. Either direction. Well, we gotta call Brent. Hi, something's wrong with the mowing machine. I don't know, it's like started making a really horrible noise and it's not cutting at all. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy, just when I thought we were gonna escape having really awful stuff happen this year, we're gonna drive it down and park it in the yard. See if we can't figure out what's going on.
Take that off and go through this right here. I bet you nickel.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. So when you spin that, it's spinning the fingers, but it's not spinning the knives. But we know that it's not broken down here, because when you move this, it's still spinning all the shells. So somewhere between there and there, something's
I bet you
wrong.
anything. He'll take this off here.
Because that still spins those. But doesn't move those.
Yeah.
He's coming tomorrow to look at it, right?
Yep. He's coming tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, so we got the shroud off the mowing machine. We didn't do anything else just because it wouldn't really do us much good to break it apart and look at it because we don't really know what we're supposed to be looking for. The mechanic is coming tomorrow sometime, I'm not really sure when, but he's gonna come and take a look at that. Hopefully it's something relatively simple. I don't know what's going on. It's still moving the conditioner fingers. 3 or 4 years ago now, I'd say, we had something done to the inside of that first turtle shell, I guess is what they call it, but it comes down a column from there and that's what drives everything. We had something done in there, but I can't really remember what it was and Brent can't really remember what it was either. So maybe it's just something similar to that. That wasn't really a big deal. It wasn't out for that long. Maybe I think we didn't have it for like a week or so, but the hay that we got down already, we're gonna have to bale that up tomorrow. We only got about maybe a third of the field done. We do have the cows in right now. It's just about 4:15. So we're just about to get into milking. Brent just went to get some coffee. Patty is standing up. Patty. 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 Patty, say hi. Patricia. Hi. She can be kind of a snob sometimes. Hopefully the next time I see you guys, we'll have some answers, maybe even have it fixed. That's how it goes in farming, the best laid plans. Things have gone great so far, and then something like that will just happen out of the blue. Nothing you can do about it, but just go with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and comment down below, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already done that. Keep it real, keep farming, and I'll see you in the next video. Right, Patty? Bye, guys.